Back, students. As we started chapter number 10, The Woodcutter with a Heart of Gold, we studied in the last class that woodcutter went to the forest to chop some wood, and he came across a number of trees: birch tree, oak tree, ash tree, maple tree, elder tree. All the trees requested the woodcutter to please not kill them, and they give their specific reason for that. As the woodcutter was kind by nature, the woodcutter accepted their request and spared them. In the end, he came across cherry tree and aspen tree. Both the trees also gave their specific reason and requested the woodcutter to not kill them. Finally, the woodcutter reached a rowan tree and he said, "I believe you too have a good reason for not being chopped off," said the tired woodcutter. Now the woodcutter was tired, and this time he himself asked the rowan tree to state the reason for not being chopped by the woodcutter. The rowan tree replied, "I do. As you can see, I have flowered quite recently. Soon I shall be covered with clusters of berries. Birds from all corners shall come to feed on them during autumn and winter." The woodcutter reached upon a small rock and sat down brooding. "I never knew trees could talk and have the same desire to live as human beings do." So when he came across the Ron tree also stated the reason for not being chopped. The Ron tree said that soon it will be covered with cluster of berries, and birds from all the corners, they will come and feed on them during autumn and winter. So this is also the valid reason for not cutting the Ron tree. So at last woodcutter sat upon a small rock and brooding means to think about something deeply, and got angry as he didn't get wood for the money. Okay, as he didn't get any wood from the forest, as he was kind by nature, he spared all the trees and he accepted the request pleaded by all the trees. So he was now very tired and hopeless that what he will do now, as he didn't get wood from the forest. And he also realized the importance of trees, that he didn't knew the trees have also the desire like human beings to live. But on the other hand, he was hopeless too. Okay, so he said to himself, "I never knew trees could talk and have the same desire to live as human beings do. How stone hearted I was to chop trees. All these years I shall never axe another tree as long as I live." So he was having the feeling of empathy towards the trees, that he never realized the importance of trees and the way trees also desire like human beings to live. And on that particular day he decided to never chop any tree as long as he is going to live, he declared. Just then, an old man walked to him and said, "What seems to be your problem, stranger? I need wood, but I don't have the heart to chop the trees," replied the tired woodcutter. The old man was, in fact, the guardian angel of the forest. He smiled and said, "I am grateful to you for sparing the lives of my children. You are indeed a noble man." Then, taking out a small iron rod from his bag, he said, "This is a magic wand. It is yours now. It will fulfill all your wishes." saying this, he handed over the van to the woodcutter. The poor woodcutter was delighted. All his problem had come to an end. He thanked the old man and returned home to give his wife the happy news. So, what happened in the end? He met an old man who was the guardian angel of the forest, who asked him about his problem. When the woodcutter said that I didn't cut any single tree and I don't have the heart to chop the tree, and he need wood also. Listening to that, the old man was very impressed and he said, "You are indeed an noble man. Thank you for saving the life of my children." Children here means trees. Trees are the children for the old man. He was the guardian angel of the forest. And then he gave him a magic wand and told him that all your wishes will come true now with this magic wand. Magic wand is a stick. Magic stick he had given to the woodcutter. And the woodcutter was very happy. Delighted means happy. All his problems had come to an end. He thanked the old man and returned home happily and give his wife that happy news. So if we do good things to other, obviously good deeds will come to us also. So in this chapter we learned that as the woodcutter was very kind, he did good deeds to the trees by not chopping them, and in the end what we observed, he got a magic stick for which he was as he was very poor. The magic stick, with the help of that provided by the old man, he was able to fulfill all his wishes. So we learned that do good deeds to others, and secondly, we should also not cut the trees. We should also plant trees for the nature, for the greenery, so as to get pure air, pure oxygen for human beings. Okay, so we should also promise that we are also not going to destroy the natural beauty. Instead, we will also plant small tree for the betterment of nature. With this, I would like to end your class. Thank you. Have a nice day.